And we're live. We're alive. I'm alive. You're alive. So therein lies reason to celebrate. We're all here. And it is 7 o'clock. Right on time. How are you tonight? Looking for some chat, hopefully. Gotta get it. Gotta get chat. Gotta get chat. Ever since the chat refused to come up, I'm gun shy now. Bridget, my darling Bridget, numero uno again, the very first one in. How are you, sweetheart? How's your ticker doing? You're doing good? Hey, Peachy Niecy, sweetheart. Jax to the max, hi, darling. And Anais Toybox, Alyssa, I'm going to show what you made tonight. Doris, my beautiful, generous, loving, sweet Doris. Thank you guys for being here. This is wonderful. Oh, Doris, I already put your yarn away. I should have left it out. I showed it in the video, but I should have left it out so I could show it tonight too. Amanda Wright, hi, darling. Suzanne, hi. Oh, Bridget, I'm glad you're well, I'm glad you're alive too. Yes. Still swollen and tender. But blessed to be alive. Yeah, it's amazing. Jackie Hutchings, hi. So many of the things that just 10 years ago we never would have survived, they're able to work with now. Hey, Granny D, my treasure. How are you, honey? Good to see you, sweetheart. Jack says, shoot. Be right back. Mel Hartley, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? What you're gonna make? What am I gonna make? Okay, I have an idea in my mind that I've not seen a pattern for, but it will be a wearable, which is really adventurous for me because I don't make wearables. But it'll have a boat neck with a deep V with like a design. I don't know what kind of design yet, some sort of a filigree, lacy type design. But it will have long sleeves, and the sleeves will actually, if there were no cuff, they would be bell sleeves. But I'm gonna make a deep cuff so that they're actually poofy. That's what I have in my head. I have no idea if I can do that or not, but that's what I want to do. Gracie Canales, hi, honey. Joanne, hi. Cammy, you're here. Hi, darling. Wanda, the backwards wrong side crocheters. Linda Quilty Linda. Hi, honey. And Barbara. Barbara, is your last name different on Facebook? Because I find it hard to believe there'd be two Barbara Riggle somethings. Sounds Victorian. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it, Doris? Yeah, I'm thinking it would be a really nice, sort of dressy white sweater for the winter. Yes, okay, it is the same Barbara. I that just would be too much of a coincidence, I think. Thank you, Suits. I appreciate that. We'll be talking about this blanket here in a little bit. It has a special reason to be here because my house is not the permanent residence of this blanket. It's going somewhere else, but we don't know where yet. Joanne Barnes, hi, honey. How are you? Joanne, who's in the process of working herself to death. Bless your heart. So, what are we doing tonight? Well, I can show you what I'm working on. This is, I mentioned this in my video the other day. Lily Ortiz, hi, darling. And Jan, the Alaskan crafter, hi, sweetheart. You're tired and sore, but good. I bet you are tired and sore, darn it. Okay, Barbara says, my real last name is Riggle Baker. My maiden name and the last name of my first husband, Lang, is the name of my second husband. Okay. All right. Gotcha. I just want to make sure I was talking to you. And Billy, my buddy Billy. Hi, honey. Oh, darn. I'm sorry. I have no idea. Diane Apple, how are you? Oh, don't, no, stop it. Don't do that. Morgan, that will be enough. Thank you. Come on. Okay, my stitch. And like I said, I was researching so many stitches. I don't know if I think I made it up, but there was a lot of trial and error involved. Okay, that's what it looks like on one side. Oh, I have it upside over. That's what it looks like on one side. And the other side looks like that. Esther, thank you for sending me those pictures. I have no idea why you couldn't get through to my email. I might have typed it wrong or whatever, but thank you for sending. She mentioned last week she made a dragon, and I said Mr. Wright loves dragons, and so she tried to send me. I gave out my email, and she tried to send it, and it didn't work. So, but anyway, I got it through Facebook. Elaine, yes, and doggies. They're outside now doing whatever they felt compelled to do. Thank goodness. That's right, Joanne. Morgan, you be good or no cheese. That's it. Cammy, Morgan is your sister's name. Morgan is my brother's middle name. And I'm forever getting grief over the fact that I named my dog after him. I did, Bridget. I was going to mention that too. I showed them both to Mr. Wright, and he loved them. He wants them, of course. Thank you, Bridget. She also sent me a picture of the dragon she made. Madonna, my star, how are you, honey? Bonjour, Zach. How are you doing? Okay. So what this is you start off with just a chain, and then it's a 3 plus 2. And then you come back and you single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, all the way across. And then you go back, and in the single crochets, you make 3 doubles all the way across. And then you come back, and in the middle double crochet, you make a single, chain 2, repeat all the way across. And that's it. That's all you do. And it turns out wavy on one side and square on the other side. It looks like I missed a stitch there, but it's actually a fleck of gray yarn. So that's my stitch that I made. And I am using Caron Big Cakes, relatively certain. And as you could tell, hey, Marianne. I hope you're feeling better, honey. Yeah, Caron Big Cake. And I'm not color controlling at all. Oh, this one's getting floppy. I've got 3 more, so I'm not worried about running out. And what are you? You are unreadable is what you are. Oh, tiramisu. That's what that is. Okay. Zach says I'm doing good. Should eat some dinner. You haven't had dinner yet. Okay, yeah. I always come on just about the time you're eating dinner. I'm so sorry. Terry Maris, thank you, darling. I don't know if I dare call it the Sandy stitch, because what if I didn't make it up? What if somebody already else did? You know, Joanne Jack, did I already say hi to you? If I didn't, I'm sorry. If I did, then you got to say hi to you twice. thank you, Mel. Yeah, I'm kind of pleased with it. Mr. Wright likes the wavy side better. He likes that side better. But it doesn't really matter. There is no right side or wrong side. And Alyssa says she's working on her never-ending shawl. Sometimes they feel like that. Hey, Daigo, my darling, how are you? And Bridget says, I'm 63 rows away from finishing the Tree of Love blanket. All I got to say is that is such a labor of love. I looked at that pattern. I thought there was no way in Christmas tree land I would ever be able to make that blanket. Thank you, Marianne. I'm just about to show it. They better vote you for Aunt of the Year. Yes, I agree, Bridget. If you made that tree of life for someone else, they better vote you Aunt of the Century. Sister Sandy Hook hooks in the ads. All right. So since Marianne brought it up, oh, crud, I shouldn't have moved that fast. All right, that hurt. Got Happy Mail. I got 2 Happy Mails. One from Doris Wright, which was 12 skeins. 12, count them, 12 skeins of chic sheep from Red Heart, all the same color. And I have a design in mind I want to make, and I never had enough yarn to do it. Now I do. So maybe. My other Happy Mail is this lovely maiden. And would you look at this? If you saw my video, you've already seen it. I need to steam her. I need to fix her tail. I need to steam her tail because it was rolled up and put away for a while. But look at the stitching is so tight and so intricate. And look at, she's got a little button nose and a little pink mouth. Look at those eyelashes, would you? And the hair, I've never seen hair done like this before. It's absolutely fascinating. And I was talking about what I should name her. At first, I asked if it was up to me to name her or if Alyssa had already named her. And she says, no, you name. So I mentioned it on my video. And I also mentioned on my video the fact that there was an old-time movie actress named Tallulah Bankhead, and she always wore her hair draped over one eye. And so Mad Mimi, Laura, who I don't think is here yet because I haven't had anybody giving me that bad of a time yet. Sandy. I don't blame you. I would have canceled it too. I'm going to finish this and then I'll go to that. So Laura suggested I name her Tallulah, and I think that's a very apt name. So this is Mermaid Tallulah that Mad Mimi named for us. Okay, so Sandy says, okay, I'm out of the ad. Now I'm just reading what she wrote, and she's just reporting what she saw on YouTube. So I hope they don't give us any grief over this. The advertisement was about washing your butt crack. She says, I couldn't take it anymore. Veronica Lake wore her hair like that too. Yep, she did, Madonna. You're right. Yeah, that was the thing back then that was very sexy. They thought that was very alluring. Are you alluring? Yeah, you are. She's an alluring mermaid. Now, I had another good name, and I almost, until Laura suggested Tallulah, which is what I had called her. Jax mentioned Miranda, which is also a wonderful name, Mermaid Miranda. She felt she had to spell that out in the comment. She's like, get it, Miranda? Yeah, Jax, I got it. Oh, hey, Jeanette, DIY Creations. How are you, honey? You made it. Yay. I'm flattered and pleased. You sweetheart, you. And well, I missed yours last Sunday. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, Mr. Wright had the day off, of course, but normally when he has weekends off, he works, regardless of having the weekend off. But this last weekend, he didn't work on Sundays, so we were having breakfast. Mermaids are betrayed or portrayed as seductive. That hair fits perfectly. Yeah, yeah, it's very. But I just can't believe how tight the stitching is. And I believe that's cotton. It is cotton. It's got to be cotton. It's amazing. And it had to be a size -6 crochet hook. It's so tiny, but it's beautiful. So thank you, Alyssa. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, Doris, for my beautiful yarn that I'm finally going to be able to try to start making my pattern with. I'm so excited. Oh, I got to read you her story. I don't got it, but I gonna. Oh, wrong, Sandy. She says, okay, Sandy. She says, hi, Sandy. I mailed you back. And I'm like, did I mail you? It's different Sandy. I'm not the only one. How's my ego, huh? It's 100% cotton, DK yarn, and a 2.25 hook. Whoa. The patience it took you to do that. Oh, my God. You used your hand-dyed cotton on? You dyed that? Oh, well, now I'm triply impressed. Holy mackerel. Jonas Crochet Journey, hi. Welcome in. Okay, so this says, I gotta read this. I read it on my other video, but if you heard it then, just go get a snack or something. I'm just gonna do this as quick as I can. She says, hi Sandy. So I have a little story for you. I tend to hoard the dolls I make from my own patterns, especially if they were difficult to design, and this one was. From concept to finish, it took over a year to design, and this final version is my third version. She has been sitting in my duffel bag of finished objects and has had enough. She has informed me that she wants to go somewhere where she can play with all sorts of ocean life. Ta-da! So it is time for me to let her go. I can't think of anyone else who has as much ocean life as you do. I'm confident that she will be happy with you, and hopefully you will be happy with her. If you want to regift her, she is not intended for children under 10 because she has a wireframe. Have fun, Alyssa and Naya's toy box. Isn't that the coolest thing? I got it, Jeanette. I figured it out. Oh, you bought the yarn. Okay. I thought you said you used your hand dyed cotton on her. You bought the cotton, but you dyed it. I got it, I think. She's beautiful. Yes, she is. Alrighty. Okay, where are we now? Oh, we are taking a sip of drink. I don't know, Daigo. You're pretty good at amigurumi, but yeah, you're right. Alyssa's amazing. She's just incredible. Oh, you missed. Oh, Shelly. Hi, darling. How are you? How did your cake turn out? Shelly Dudon. That's my daughter-in-law and best friend in the whole wide world. Here, look at this, Shell. Looky there. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? This is Tallulah. Look at them hips, would you? Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yeah, I gotta steam that tail so it fans out on its own. Just beautiful. Just incredible. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Shelly. That she said her cake didn't turn. She was trying to make a 4-layer cake. I've never made a 4-layer cake. Hey, Gina! Crafty Grandma Gina! Hey, Sandy Moulter! Thank you. Yep, Alyssa is a master craftsman when it comes to crocheting and amigurumi. Okay. The blanket. I told you I had a story that it wasn't going to live here. It doesn't. It was made here. I made it. I did. Yeah. And however, it is going to be up for auction. Pardon me. As a lot of you know, Sylvia Allen, whose channel name was Tabitha's Treasures, we lost her last week, and very suddenly. And she was a great friend to all of us. Linda, Just a Crochet Sister, and Mama Swift, Trisha, are going to put together a bunch of items. Have started already. When I volunteered this one, they already had 14. That for an auction that will take place at the end of November. Give your time to save your little pennies. And this is for the sudden, unexpected, and horrendous hospital expenses and burial expenses for Sylvia. All the funds will go to Sylvia's family for those expenses. It won't take place until the end of November because there's so much going on right now that everybody is way too busy, and they wanted to have enough time to collect enough items to offer to everyone. Sorry, I have to make sure I'm not missing too much here. Nancy, hi, darling. Inherited, hi. I know, right? Granny D, she said, I'm so terribly sorry about Sylvia. I was just getting to know her through Sissy. Sissy she's referring to, as you probably know, is Sweet Tea, Teresa Patton. And Sylvia was her best friend. So that's what we're doing. Oh, and Trisha says she's up to she and Linda, Just a Crochet Sister, are up to 20 items now. So I'm just letting you know this is going to happen at the end of November. And if you want to volunteer to donate any items, Trisha, you can put in a link because you're on mod. But it is mamaswift3@gmail.com if you want to email her and volunteer to donate any items for this auction. Proceeds to go to Sylvia's family. And this will be one of the items up for auction. And it is a full size Epkin. It's not a Lepkin. Thank you, Daigo. How sweet. So that's what's going on. That's why this blanket is on the chair tonight, and I will probably use it again after we get back from Florida to remind everybody that the auction is coming up at the end of November. Thank you, Trisha. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we lost 2 members recently that I know of, and just hey, Nancy, she's got yarn too. Hey, darling, how are you? She's going to Florida too. And Vanessa, hi. Oh, the dog's whining because he's bored or something. VJ, how are you? My day was great, darling. How was yours? Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, also in the giveaway, when I showed Tallulah, I mentioned a couple of other things. One of which was Octavia has a new house. Oh, don't do that. Come back here. As you notice, Octavia's not sitting up on the chair. She's right here because she's been trying out her new house. She is going to Florida and she was feeling a little nervous because she didn't know where she was going to stay. If she was by herself without me, then she probably wouldn't care because she would stay anywhere, as you know. But she got her own little house. So Octavia now has a mushroom house or a seaweed house or whatever it is, but that's where she's going to stay when we go to Florida. It's very cozy and it's perfectly Octavia sized. You're right, Gina. He wants cheese. Yeah, it's kind of fitting. However, there's much too much room in the back there. She can get those small liquor bottles in there. I know she can. I'm gonna have to check it every day and make sure. So that's Octavia's little house. Ooh. Sit, stay. Oh, why did you fall over, Otto? Get back up there. Oh, what else we got? Oh, also in that last video I did, can you believe I did a standalone video, not a live? I can't either. But I've been way overdue. There's a giveaway. Alyssa says, I have a pattern for small bottles. Oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Don't let her near the liquor cart on the plane. They still have those on planes. Yeah, they do. When the stewardesses bring it down the aisle, they've got the little bottles of liquor, I think, on the cart. I think. Yeah. I'm catching up. Sorry about that. Jan, I think if she can find SpongeBob, that would be her first go-to. Yeah. Yeah, for those of you that don't know that, she's quite the trollop. She's quite the shady lady. Yeah. Hussy, just a hussy. She really is. Now, this is an interesting conversation that I have no idea what it's about, but it certainly sounds fascinating. Cami is telling VJ that I had to put your mannequin Edith Bouvier Beale back together and redress her. Then someone wanted that dress, so I had to redress her again. Hey, Deneen, how are you, darling? We're just talking about dressing mannequins. Hey, Christy's Creations. Octavia is a get around gal. Yeah, she is. And she's never been to Florida, and talk about a seafaring community. Yeah, there's lots of options there, that's for sure. So I'm glad she's got her little house. Maybe she'll be happy to stay there. Kimmy says I had to redress her twice today. I have to pay more attention. I have not seen Edith Bouvier Beale, but I must come see. Janine says, I got the first one of my 3 Hirschner's orders. Love, love, love the worsted 8 stripes. Awesome. Ooh, I've been looking at that. Vanessa, how is everyone? She asked, how is everyone today? How is everyone today? I'm doing great. And Trisha assures me that they'll all keep an eye on Octavia. You have no idea how difficult that is. She's small. And as you know, any small, tiny hole, If they can get their little beak through it, they can get the rest of their body through it. It's amazing. Edith Bouvier Beale is the female mannequin at the local Goodwill store I volunteer at. Oh, thank you, darling. That would make sense. All right, Madonna. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I love you. Hope you feel better. Becky Bramlett. Hi, darling. Nana Michelle says, sorry, I got lost in my yarn and crochet. Bad, Nana. Hi, everyone. Oh, she's in the ends, so she'll be here in a minute. Yeah, I hope Madonna feels better. She's been a tad puny lately. We're not feeling good. That's sad. So, okay, now that I've babbled on for a half an hour nonstop, what are you guys up to? Oh, I just sidetracked myself, didn't I? Okay, there's a giveaway on my channel. The video went up yesterday, so that would be October 6th. And it says happy plus happy equals happier. And at the end, there's a giveaway. And it is the gift card that I showed last week that Mrs. Hootie Hootin sent to me to give to you. So that's what's happening. All of that, Jan, that tall, huh? She says, I said, what are you guys up to? And Jan says, I'm up to about 5'1". I was like, really? You didn't get stretched enough when you were young. And Trisha's still working on cover-ups, I know. Hey, Nana Michelle. Well, it's kind of fun to get lost in your yarn and crochet, isn't it? Lisa, the Grammy scouted all the way. Hi, honey. How are you? And Terry's joining squares together to make a small blanket. Do you enjoy the joining process, Terry? I didn't mind this one at all because they were all the exact same size. The one that I joined together for, yeah, that's the name of it. Sure, for the Wings project, they were different people had made the squares, so they were not all the same size and not all the same stitch, and that like to drove me nuts. Yeah, Jen's just a little lady, personage, person of interest. And Gina is sewing together the head of Yoshi. Yeah, she's making an amigurumi that's really turning out cool. And Lisa's, the Grammy scattered all the way, is crocheting throw blankets. Diane Sharp, was that Sandy to me or was that to the other Sandy? Because I thought I said hi to you, and if I didn't, I am so sorry. Hi, Diane Sharp. Thanks, Trisha. Brett's Worship Channel. Hi. Susan Hebert. Hi, darling. How are you? Terry says, I like to join as you go and single crochet, but you don't like stitching. Yeah, that's the thing with amigurumi. And that's what, one of the things I admire so much about Alyssa's items. The crocheting of the item is nothing. I mean, I shouldn't say that because hers obviously is splendid. But like with mine, the stitching itself is nothing. It's the adding on the details and the sewing on of the appendages that it hurts my fingers. It takes me forever. But that's why I admire so much that like what Daigo does and Alyssa does. Becky Brown, my new heart valve from a pig, no less, seems to be working good. Now to start exercising. Oh, darling, blessings on you. Go for it, girl. I'm so pleased. From a pig. Fascinating. It's amazing what medicine can do now. And Mel says, I hate joining squares together. Thank you, brats. You gotta smack that mic. Wow. Esther says crocheting a Disney princess, a blanket, and a shawl, and more projects on my hand. Oh my gosh. Which Disney princess, honey? They're all so elegant. The mermaid is no so except for the hair. Oh, really? Wow. 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 That's even more impressive. Wow. Huh. I hope so, Brett. If it's not right, then it's not okay. But this is a yarn channel and a crochet channel. You can certainly mention it. Cami, you make amigurumi too? Do you enjoy the sewing on process, the joining of the pieces parts? Esther wants to know, has anyone in this chat ever made feet and toes for a doll? She would appreciate any help. Hi, Daigo. Welcome back. You like the sewing on by hand. That's the first time I've heard that. Most people are like me. They're like, I don't like it. Gumdrop Forever. How are you? Wow, I don't recognize that name, but I love it. Carry the Arnie Offense here. Hi, darling. How are you? Now, there's a lady that's busy. She makes, oh, wow, she's so prolific. Oh, Laura. Laura, where you been, girlfriend? I've been talking about you. Laura, 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 Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Took care of all three of them. I'll wait till she gets the third hello in. I think you're right, Trisha. I think Laura finally showed up. Oh dear. Somebody said I was alive. Well, that's, debatable. Sleeping Beauty Princess Aurora. Princess Aurora. Oh, beautiful. Now, is that your pattern, honey? Or did you get that from some magic place? Hey, Tammy Twyford, darling. Well, that's all right. Laura, you had to visit the animals. That's acceptable. However, I do want you to know this is Tallulah. Laura named her Tallulah, so Tallulah she is. So that's why we were talking about you, because you named our new mermaid. It's only been since September 23rd. I'm working on a corner to corner and a doily, joining as you go. I can handle that, but hate sewing them together. See, like me, yeah. Linda Dougherty. I built with no pattern a frog with anatomical parts with a beret. Wow, no pattern. Impressed. And how yes, congratulations, Granny D. She wins everything. Jackie Yepez, you type of Jackie. Hi, darling. You haven't attempted to make an amigurumi yet. They are fun. They really are. And they go fast. That when you're first learning how to do it, the positioning of the pieces parts can be a little frustrating. However, oh, I'm trying to find something that I can use as an example. Nope, none of those. Okay, we'll use her. All right, this little chick here. The only pieces part that she had sewed on was the wings. Now, getting them even and trying to fidget holding them on this is pretty simple. But there's a lot of the ones I've made have a lot more going on. So you need to get a pin or pins. I use the T-pins a lot to pin them into position while you're figuring out where they go, and to secure them while you stitch. Now, if they're bigger pieces, like a doll's head, you can actually take one of the smaller metal crochet hooks if it needs to go like all the way through the neck to secure it to the body. I don't know if that helps anybody. That's right, Laura. Your puppy's named Tallulah. Yep. Now we both have one. Yeah. Should we be surprised that Granny was the winner? No. Octavia's a mess. Are you kidding me? Trisha says Octavia came out great. She's a travesty. She's just horrid. Which is why I showed her, because I had fully anticipated showing her once and then putting her away. And then maybe dragging her out several years from now saying, okay, this was my very first. Look how bad she was. I never realized she would achieve fame and notoriety all by herself. Christmas is coming, tra-la, tra-la. Yeah, wow. The year has flown by. Oh, sit. All right. I'm sorry, Lydia. I totally messed up your name. Lydia Dowry. Orange frog feet. Best color ever. Thank you. My granddaughter drew and colored one, which inspired me even with those orange frog feet. Marshall Hurley. Hi, darling. Alyssa, Marshall wants to know where she can get the mermaid pattern. Alyssa made that up. She developed that. I'm not sure if she has a pattern for it or not. But if you go to my, well, she's here. She might be able to answer you now. But if you go to my video from yesterday, the link to her Etsy shop and all of her channels are below my video from yesterday. Thinking about trying to make an octopus first. They are not, they're quite honestly, depending on what you do, how intricate you get, they're not difficult at all. And like this little guy, I didn't have to sew anything on. You make the body, and then you go around the edge and make your puff stitches for the little feet. And that's it. The hardest part about him, and I don't know if anybody else encounters this or not, but I find putting in these safety eyes so frustrating. Oh, I did get back up here. The Sleeping Beauty pattern isn't yours, but you're going by what the book says. But they didn't include a dress for her. It's hard to find a pattern for her dress. I would imagine it would be, because they're so protective of their copyrights. And Daigo says, I made another Hawaiian minion. It's a she, but I keep calling it a he. It will be a prize for your channel fundraiser. I'm thinking of also including your Hello Kitty doll as a prize too. Wow. Granny D says, thanks so much, Laura and Diego. Actually, been off my winning jag until tonight. Granny D. Come on now. Oh, hey, Sister Sandy. That reminds me. Mimi Catu. I said Sandy, I meant Kathy. That reminds me. Rosalie from Yarn It Out will not be going live again tonight. She has moved. She has achieved movage from New York to Ohio, but she's still really tired. So I just chatted with her like 2 sentences worth tonight. She said she wasn't going to be able to go on. However, Mimi Cat Do 65 is here, and she always goes live after me. So that would be fun to do. We should gather the troops and go see Mimi Cat Do 65. Oh, I lost the chat. Doggone it. Roseanne Lalanda, how are you? Cynthia King, yay, you made it. Thank you. Thank you, Trisha. I forgot to say the name, but it's better to see it spelled out. That is Trisha. Mama Swift just put up in, oh, it's over here in the chat. Never forget Tabitha Treasures. That's the name of the the auction we're going to be doing. But so it's hashtag never forget Tabitha Treasures, Tabitha's Treasures. And that will be once we get going. Not we. I'm not doing it. All I'm doing is donating. Once they get going on the auction, that will be the hashtag, and you can always email Trisha Mama Swift 3 at gmail.com and tell her that you'd like to donate something as an item to be auctioned off for the fundraiser. Okay, so Kathy's going to go live at 9:05 tonight Eastern. So that's like 5 minutes after I get done. And Kathy, Trisha's letting you know that she tagged you in the 3-color challenge. Okay. And Esther has asked Trisha, Mama Swift, what is the 3-color challenge? And I have not been involved in it. So I really can't address that. However, I'm sure there's a video up on her channel about it. As a matter of fact, I know it is because I watched it. But I can't speak with any authority to the rules. I can give you a synopsis of what I think it might be, but Claptrap, hey! You will. You'll make an amigurumi if you want to. It's not that tough. It really not. The toughest thing, the worst thing, as I've said many times, this is my first. This is Octavia, of course. And I had never put in safety eyes. And one goes up and one goes out. And I didn't use the right kind of yarn because I wanted this. I wanted these beautiful little curly tentacle things. Or this from Crochet Romero. I wanted these gorgeous little curly tentacle things. But I didn't use the right yarn and I didn't know. So she came out with dreadlocks. She looks drunk as a skunk. When I sewed the mouth on, it's way too brilliant red. She looks like a streetwalker. And it's kind of a smirk. It's not really a smile. It's just sort of a, hey, big boy. But it was fun to make. And that's where I started. And again, I tried to do the eyelashes, and I made the comment when I showed Tallulah earlier that eyelashes are not my friend. I don't do well at them. I can paint them all day long, but putting them in with yarn, no. So just go for it. You'll be great. Granny, do you've never done one? No, it's easy. And then they're fast. I mean, like the body, what, maybe an hour? If? Jackie says, I made a pumpkin for my granddaughter, but I couldn't get the facial features right, so I thought she would get a kick out of making them herself. What a great idea! Yes. Here, I thought you'd have fun doing this. I saved it for you. Aren't I a sweet grandma? It's a do-it-yourself project. I wanted you to share in the joy. So, and Alyssa says the yarn is fine. You chain with a bigger hook, then crochet with a smaller hook to get the curls. Oh, see, I didn't know that. There's so much I don't know. I should be ashamed to have a crochet channel because I'm so uninformed. Right, Cynthia, that's what it's all about, having fun doing it. You make the chain with a bigger hook, then crochet with a smaller hook to get the curls. Huh, didn't know. This is a dingle dangle that Madonna made for me 2 Christmases ago, and this is from Chris Crowell. She sent me a little partner in crime heart. She's got the other half of it. And this is from Sister Sandy Clark's niece when they were doing some fundraising for Sister Sandy's sister, Charlene. Yeah, so that's what that's all about. I think I'll take those off when we go to Florida, though. I don't want to lose those. And she'd probably get drunk and give them away or something. And Laura says, I make my Emmy super large now. They're easier to do. And she isn't kidding. She's got an octopus named Ozzy that is this big. It's huge. Like the Apollo octopus, he's more upright. Ozzy he's the relaxed one. He's kind of spread out. And Gina says, "Oh, that's right. I know She's on her second amigurumi now." Yoshi. Okay, so Michelle says she says hi to Granny D. So glad I'm back to my normal routine. However, Halloweeny stuff happening downtown tomorrow, weather permitting. So may miss doing my live. Thank you, Alyssa. Just I have no right to claim I know anything about this stuff. All right, go back in your house. There you go. No changes to Octavia. He is so, and this is Laura's talking about Ozzy, her amigurumi. He's so big, I stuffed him with a king size pillow and still could have put a regular pillow in there with it. Yeah, he's babunga. So far, I've kept Octavia from being able to see him because I don't, I don't want to deal with an egg that big. And if she ever met Ozzy, she'd come back and pop out about 800 eggs, so that would be horrible. Not wonderful at all. Did I get everything covered that I wanted to cover? Oh, I wanted to remind you about the drawing on my channel. Although, like I said, the gift card, I have no idea what size it is. I have no idea. But since I am going to be mailing it, the drawing's going to be on the 15th, which is the day before we leave for Florida. And there will be a gift card in there of some denomination. And since I have to mail out something, I might as well put another something with it. So you're going to get something else. And Laura says, I want an egg that big. No, 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 no. And Trisha says, "Stop, Becca." It's a stop sign. All right, so oops. So we got Tallulah, gorgeous. Yep, that was all I had. The upcoming auction, the giveaway. I think I done talked about everything I had done to talk about. So let's talk about you. Now Laura, I knew once Laura showed up, it'd start. Now Laura and Trisha are after each other. Hello, Mama Swift. Have you met me? My name's the Egg Becca. Pardon me. Okay, so Michelle is explaining why she hasn't been able to keep up with the regular scheduled programming. What, you want up? You want to come say hi to the peeps? All right, come on. Hey, it was your idea. Are you coming? There you go. All right. Come say hi to the peeps. There's Morgan. Say hi. The cheese is in the garage. He has cheese every night when we do Zoom. If you guys ever want to have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, come into Zoom. Email Sharon. Sharon's Crochet Corner. She will send you the password, and that's all you need. It's open 24/7, and there's almost always somebody in there. Hey, Tina, Crafts by the Rose. How are you doing, darling? Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. There's it, there's been a big, huge mansion. Well, to me, it's a mansion rented. There's 16 of us going, I think, maybe 18. And there's a pool and a jacuzzi and a pool table and big, huge kitchen, living room, and bedrooms and bathrooms, and it's not very far from the beach. And some people are talking about going to Busch Gardens, and some people are talking about going to Universal. And there's a lot of different. And there's going to be a sunset cruise. Now, me, I'm just going to go and sit in my little chair and crochet my little crochet. I'm probably going to play pool, though. I haven't been able to play pool in several years because just getting to the pool hall is arduous. So I will be bringing my cue. I haven't been able to play in years, and I'm really looking forward to it. You don't Zoom, you vroom? Is vroom really a thing, or is that just the way you roll? No, don't stop. Okay, well, now that's weird. I just told them to not stop fighting or arguing. Deneen, I'm trying a Costco pumpkin pie Thanksgiving this weekend. Thanksgiving this weekend. Oh, that's right, because you're in Canada. Thanksgiving is this weekend. Okay. I know, Trisha. I'm right there, right there. The biggest text when we all meet up in Florida. This, we may not be done hugging until Tuesday. We're going on Saturday. Oh, Lord, did you see that? Anaya's Toy Box just got a dragon pattern that is in an egg. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have not seen the Seattle Seahawks neon green uniforms. Yeah, see, ooh, yeah, dragon in an egg. Oh, yeah, that's. Susan's like, oh my God, my eyes, my eyes. Sin, oh my gosh, you caught me just as I'm leaving, honey. Well, you got off a phone call. Well, I'm pleased that you took the time to stop in. How sweet. Who all is going to Florida? Oh my goodness. It's me and Mama Swift and Mad Mimi and Nikki, addicted to crochet, and Julie, um, and oh come on, Sandra, Karen McCatherine. If it all works out, her son's really been ill. Um, Jazz, Jax. I meant my dog drummer's name is Jazz. Jax. I'll get there. Joe's Web. Oh, come on. Segal is coming from Israel. Sherry's Bag of Holding. Billy's the one that's coordinate this whole thing, and I'm so grateful that she's done. She's just worked herself. She's having fun doing it, but boy, that's been a lot of work coordinating all this. Millie's going. Yeah, Julie. It is going to be a blast. You're right. Yeah. Nancy, I love to crochet. And Octavia. Yeah, there's 18 of us going. Yeah. I think the 16 are staying at the house, and I think two people have rented another place, a different place. And Di goes back again. Oh my gosh, I went minutes over. I'm so sorry. I beg your pardon. I took too long. I was trying to tell you all the Florida information. I'll elaborate a little more next week because it'll be right before we go, and I'll be too excited to shut up about it. All right, my darlings, I love you. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Cut yourself some slack. Hugs, big, warm, squishy hugs from me and the gang, all the gang, and Mr. Right and the dogs. I love you. Big, squishy hugs, big, squishy hugs. Crochet away, my darlings. We will see you next week, if not before. Bye bye.